So I realize it still looks a bit messy, but we got a lot done this weekend. 2 days till inspection. Everything's looking good, except I'm still waiting on the tops. This is the reason why I explained earlier I said it wrong. I think I said I don't like letting stuff make stuff, something like that. But other people making my pieces takes control away from me. I can't work harder and work later and just deal with it and get it done. I'm at their mercy. And I just talked to the top guys, and they're close. They're gonna have them bent, but not welded. So I think we're gonna try to weld them ourselves. Phil has some experience with TIG welding, not a lot. He's been talking like, oh, he's awesome. So this is his chance. Phil is going to shine, or Phil is going to go cathud. He's a pretty big guy, so I'm guessing cathud, but we're gonna give it a go. I think we can probably weld them. We just got basically these corners here have to be welded, and these corners right here will have to be welded. So we're gonna try to do that to speed it up and get us back on track to where we can meet our inspection time. If that don't work, we'll just have to postpone it. But I'm about done. All of the tanks are plumbed, solved all of my issues with the gravity flow. I think I explained the siphon issue already. So that's all fixed. We got a separate fill for this tank. Got my vent all done. Got the drain all done for the gray water tank. That's all ready to go. Got some light issues we're working on the trailer. I'm working that out with Quentin, so he'll be working on that. So today what I'm doing is I'm going to be working on the 12 volt system, which this is the charger and power supply for 12 volts when we're connected to power. This is the fuse panel for it. So everything from the canopy to the water pump, everything that requires 12 volts is going to come right into here. And I'll have that all done today. I've already put the monitor system in for the tanks. It's over here, so you'll see that working when it's all done. I should have all that working today. I'm going to do everything I can short of plumbing the sinks, because I'm waiting on stuff. I can't plumb my sinks in all the way until I have my tops. So I'm kind of I could do part of it. Like I could get my pipes over there. I could hook up my hot water heater. I could do kind of the rough in version of it, but there's no point if I got other things to do. So I'm gonna work on all the 12 volt. Got a snag that came up with these outlet boxes. It was just a memory thing on my part. I owe Rachel $1. I'll pay up. I'm not like Steffi, I'll pay. But I sent her to get them. I remembered very clearly that I could get these steel covers like this, just like this one, except they bolt over the two outlet connections there, and then have just that in the center. They make these only for single. So the next phase is I'll put a different kind of box in here that will accommodate a single lid, and I'll be good to go. This one here, I'm gonna have to literally fabricate lids for that. So we're working on that today. We'll have that done. Again, I don't do this for a living, so I guess my memory, it's been probably a year since I bought these, but I'm gonna go look, because I think up at BW Deli Grill, I think I have them, and they're this size. I'm just gonna have to say, oh crap, but I thought they were full-size boxes. So long story short, I'm gonna have to put a different box in there, and we'll make sure we take care of that for the 220 there. We're all hooked up with the generator and everything. We're ready to power that up, so we'll get a video going for the first power up. Quentin's got that all sorted. The breaker box is all finished up and wired and done. Outlets are all in, everything except for this. As soon as we get those done, we're ready to power it up. Make sure we got the proper voltage at the right plugs, and everything's the way that it's supposed to be. And then I'm waiting on them tops. I can't really put my coolers in and all that kind of stuff until I have my tops. So, and same with these, like this here is going to have a strip. I got a few more of those strips to put in here, strips on the corners. But all that's waiting, because see, that touches my tops. So I can't do that till I get my tops in. Then I'm building a bar under here that's going to help support these. Right now they're in there and they'd probably be fine, but again, I overbuild everything, so I'm putting a big steel post right underneath them right here that goes from there to there. and then those aren't going anywhere. This is a little higher, so it has room for our espresso machines on this side. This is our cold station. Probably gonna put a toaster right here. And then the rest of this will be for making the cold drinks. Our ice bins over here, kegerators right over there. So same thing, Mandy just wants me to put one shelf off of these posts, so there'll be one shelf here for that little cubby there. But no, everything's going really good. I don't see any reason that we wouldn't be ready in 2 days. Other than those tops. And I got a few little headaches I got to deal with here on these outlet covers that I owe Rachel $1 for. Other than that, Mandy I already told you about these. She's got the front ones put in, the racks up there that, and we'll give you a better tour of that when it's all done. But I'm really happy with how it's looking and feeling. I didn't know whether I'd like the aluminum composite, but the more stuff that goes in here and the more you cover the seams and you deal with all these little details, the more I'm liking how it's coming together. Not going to change a whole lot of that, but there are definitely things that are popping up. Brewster 2 will probably be different. It'll be shorter on the top, on the outside. I came up with the idea last night and I really like it. I don't love these details here where I'm putting a trim piece right here that's going to cover that up. It'll be fine, but I got to thinking, why do I even have them? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave this wall out the next time, and I think it'll look really cool having these posts be open, because there's no reason they have to be filled like that. Those are just things that you don't really visualize during the build. Not all the time. I just missed it, I guess you could say. But once I got it built and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really don't like that. Especially where we're doing what we're doing with the boxes. Those squares won't be in the corners anymore because of the change that I told you guys I was going to make for the electrical. So we can just have those just be a real cool beam structure, and then the wall will just shoot right through, all the way through. So this will be open with this post right here. I think it'll look really neat. So things like that are changing. Hopefully Cassie's going to get better at cutting miters, because some of her work's a little bit loose. It's acceptable for what we're doing, but we can do better work, and we're going to work on that. But yeah, that's the update on the inside. On the outside, this is what the generator setup's going to look like. We'll probably paint that. Really like that generator. Hoping it's going to be enough. I mean, it takes a pretty good sized generator. That'll put out a solid 50 amp 220. But it just depends on how much is getting pulled at any given time, because my espresso machines call for 30 amps. So I'm taking up 70% of my power with one machine. That kind of makes me nervous about what we can do, and they're wanting to run 2 of those. Again, I'm hoping we're going to get these things in, get them hooked up to full-time power, and then we won't have these kind of problems. So yeah, we've got this sign up. There's still a sign that's going to be over here. I think she's going to do something over there on the drive-through, next to on those 2 panels there, but I don't know that. She might just leave them black. Not doing anything right now over the wheels. I think we've decided to hold off on that. That's our water fill for this side. The drain's coming out the back underneath. And then up here we got the sign in, and it's all working. But it won't be done until the glue dries on the letters that are getting done. So we'll get that done as well. So the outside's pretty much done. Quentin's got the bulk of this done. We got to do the trailer wiring yet. Quentin will be working on that. Probably on Wednesday would be my guess. We got to get some marker lights on it. I don't know. Theoretically, I should have one there and I should have one here. I don't know that I'm gonna on this version, because it's going to be kind of hard. The next one I'll probably do better, but this one I'm probably just going to put one there and one back there. I just don't think the DOT's, they're going to take one look at this thing and say, okay, that's not really a trailer, that's just something that's moving once in a while. I'm hoping they'll go easy on us. I don't know. If they don't like it, we'll figure it out, but running a trailer wire into that beam is really a pain. I'm going to talk to the place where we get in the trailers from and see if we can't have them put in them when they're built. That's the way it should be done. And then we got to put some tail lights back here. But yeah, that's the outside. So it's every time we add something, it starts to look more official out here. And that's the build thus far.